What's going on, YouTubers? Recording DIY walk-in cooler part, I believe it's part 4, maybe part 5. This is pretty much the final product. I opened it up. So that's it. I'm standing outside. It's turned out nicer than I thought it was going to. So hung up my rail system. I used 1-inch steel pipe. Bought some elbows, 4 flanges, and some T's. I don't know what you call them, but I call them T's because they look like a T. My dad and I have figured out we could probably we put about close to 500 pounds on one bar, and it didn't phase it. So I don't know what the max is, but I at least know that 500 pounds can hang on one bar. So I did 2 of them. 500 times 2 is 1,000. 1,000 pounds. Shoot, that's over 2 elk, and a deer skinned out and stuff is only, 100 pounds. 130 pounds. 130 pounds is probably a decent sized one. I don't know. I never weigh them. I just eat them. Since you've watched, I don't know. I think the last time I saw it wasn't painted or anything, or the last time I recorded a video. So here's what I did before. I painted it with some concrete paint that I had. Did plywood on the bottom, bathroom tiles on the top. I think it looks nice. And I hung my support ledgers up there, and I rested my plywood on top of that, and then 4x4s on top of that, and I did 4 inches of insulation on top, sealed in with styrofoam spray. So anyways, it's looking great. Here's my air conditioner. I framed it all in and put my power strip up there and ran it through the wall right there in the corner, in the same spot that I put my air conditioner. So then I hung a light right above the door, and I ran the power to that up through the ceiling, and it goes up through the ceiling and then plugs in right, sorry you saw for a second, right there. So anyways, when I put it all in, I even used caulking, caulked all the cracks. I think you can go as overkill as you want on doing this stuff, and it's not a bad thing. You're trying to eliminate any areas where heat can enter or coolness can escape. Here's the outside. Oops, there's a Corona. Don't mind that. There's my air conditioner. I know you're probably wondering what happened to the fins, and this is a hand-me-down air conditioner that somebody gave me, and the fins were kind of a little bent up. I might have done that, I don't know. But one thing that I didn't realize till after I knew in the beginning, but I kind of forgot about it, is a drain. Ideally, I would love to have a drain that drains down and maybe drill the hole in this or whatever, but kind of forgot about it in the process, and I did not tilt my air conditioner back. It's completely level, and I should have tilted it back, but I think it'll be fine. So what I did was I drilled a hole right there in the bottom corner, and then I ran a little piece of PVC, and I just put that bottle over it for now, but I might just put a bucket down on the ground. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but it's not the top of my worries. So anyways, this is kind of a look at the little, I guess you can call it butcher shop, but it's a beginner butcher shop. I'm pretty much trying to build something where I don't have to rely on anybody to process my game. So I just bought one of the big Cabela's meat grinders, so I'll be able to make all my burger, sauces, pepperoni, whatever you want. And a cooler was a necessity because I'm converting over from rifle hunting for elk in November, and I'm gonna start archery hunting in September. In September, it's normal to get up in the 70s, sometimes hotter. So a cooler is something that I've always wanted. So you can make a cooler as fancy or as natural as you want. I happened to start collecting my materials a year ago. Instead of buying them all at once and brand new, I here and there I'd run across incredible deals and be like, oh, that'd be good for my cooler. So the air conditioner was a hand-me-down, but I've also looked on Craigslist, and you can get a good enough air conditioner for probably $50, $75, which is better than spending $300 on them. So and then the door I bought from Habitat for Humanity for $20, and plywood and stuff's not cheap, but you don't have to go with the thickness of plywood that I went with. My dad had some laying around, and I went with 3/4 inch, but you could probably go with 1/4 inch, or I don't know, 3/8, whatever. So it's just kind of whatever the insulation part is the most important. Insulation and spray foam so that you can seal any cracks. So anyways, the rail system was not cheap, but not the worst. I went to Home Depot and bought all that stuff brand new. I think that's the only thing I bought brand new in this whole project. And that was $160. But I did not want to go cheap on my rail system, because that's what's going to hold your meat. I'd hate to open up the door one day and find all the meat laying on the ground. So you got to have that. So anyways, hope you guys are liking, and I know it seems intimidating, but really it's not a impossible project. It's actually pretty easy and common sense. It's just time consuming. So I built this. I probably built 95% of this by myself, and I probably spent between 40 and 80 hours on it, after work, on weekends. But I've calculated at the end of this, I will not have spent more than $1,000. It'll probably be more around the 900 range that I spent on everything. And in my opinion, that's a great deal, because it's going to serve a purpose every single year. And I don't know if anybody ever pays for their stuff to have processed, but if you get an elk and you want to have it processed by a butcher shop, you're probably spending, I want to say, at least $300. So it's a good investment. And if I'm letting people, I might even kind of turn this into a small business. Possibly not. Don't report that to the IRS. But I might say, hey, flip me some packs of burger or $50, and I'll let you hang your stuff in here. So Anyways, hope you guys are enjoying. Hope you're, I don't expect you to be as excited as me because this is my cooler and I guess you wouldn't have anything to be excited about, but I hope you find this to be informational and kind of motivate you to build your own walk-in cooler. You can do it. So I have not hooked my CoolBot up yet, but once I do, I will probably just show you a video of how the CoolBot operates and the type of temperatures that it gets this thing down to, because I'm expecting to get this down to the mid-30s and hold that temperature for weeks on end. So anyways, thank you for watching.